Good morning. Welcome back to In the Trenches with Dr. Tammy. Happy Friday to you. Listen, I know y'all are like, she is wearing a whole orange t-shirt. I am. I was feeling nostalgic today, thinking back to my time in Japan as an administrator. So I am wearing one of my t-shirts from there, the Sullivan School. And shout out to you teachers and administrators who are still there, getting ready to start your school year. I absolutely miss each and every one of you. Now, today I just want to talk to you. I've been saying it a lot lately that I just want to talk to you because I do. Today we need to talk about your happiness. Are you happy? Are you happy? Now, many of you have come to me and you've said that you are unhappy. You have said that things in your life are not going the way that you would like for them to go. You have said that work kind of sucks. You have said that your relationship status is not where you would like for it to be. You have said that sometimes even within your own homes, with your families, things are not moving the way that you would like for them to move. So today, I won't focus specifically on any of those things per se, but I would like to focus on you. In previous episodes, I have asked you some things. I've asked you, what is it that you're doing for you? Are you taking good care of yourself? So when I ask those things to you, I want you to think about that for a minute. I want you to say, am I in control of the things that I can absolutely control? Because what happens to us is this. We often try to control the things that we have zero control over. And then it becomes a little chaotic in our lives. We find ourselves attaching our happiness to the things and people for which we cannot control. So in this instance, I need to ask you, what are the things in your life that you can control that lead to your happiness? What is it that you're doing for you that makes you feel good? What puts a smile on your face? What's that thing that makes you want to hop up out of the bed every single day and get moving? Some people might call it their why. Why do I do this? Why? That is for you to decide. But today I need you to look yourself in the mirror and say, I will no longer allow the things, situations, or people who I cannot control to have a negative impact on what I believe my happiness is to be. Again, you will no longer allow the things, the situations, or the people that you cannot control to allow you to think negatively about your happiness. Because y'all know I get tickled sometimes. Because we attach our happiness to those things. those things we cannot control. And truthfully, many of those times, things, situations, and people that we attach ourselves to, they don't make us happy in the first place. We need to remind ourselves that happiness comes from the inside. Happiness comes from ourselves. No thing, no situation, no person can make us happy until we are happy with ourselves. Last week, I told you all that I let go of some negativity in my life. That included some people. And as a result, there's been some blessings in my life. That the moment I let go of those things start moving faster. Things start moving in a positive direction. I also said last week that the minute I got out of my own way, come on now, things changed for me. Things are continuing to change for me. And I need you all to think of yourselves, to decide what makes you happy. Is it working from home, if you so choose to work? Because some of you have a choice. Some others do not. But if what it is that you do for a living impacts your happiness, then you need to reevaluate what it is that you are doing for a living. If you happen to be in a relationship, is that going in a direction that brings joy and happiness into your life? Not does it make you happy, but does it add to your happiness? I need you to hear me when I say this. Does it bring added value and added happiness to your life? Do not, and I mean do not, depend on a person, relationship, situation, because some of y'all have a situationship, to make you happy. What you need to ask yourself is, does that situation, relationship bring you added joy? Does it bring additional happiness into your life? And if it does not, what steps are you taking to remedy that? What is the resolution that you're going to take? The action, I should say, to get to a resolution that brings you the happiness that you need. And for some of you, that could mean having some courageous conversations. It could mean speaking to your person about what you need for them or what you need for you. Because remember, they're not bringing the happiness to you. You are deciding what makes you happy and how that looks. But communication with the other person will get you both to what makes sense for your happiness as well as theirs. Because I have found when I speak to some of you, when you're in these relationships, the other person is extremely happy. They're fulfilled. They have everything that they need for themselves. Yet we sometimes neglect ourselves because we're so busy being concerned about their happiness and what is it that we can do to make sure that they are being fed. That's what we're going to call it. Spoken life into, that they are happy. And we neglect ourselves. We neglect the things that make us happy. We fail, hear me out, we fail to let them know which things are not working for us. And that's where the communication breakdown takes place. Until you're having open and honest communication with your person, things are not going to change. There won't be the happiness that you need because you haven't made a clear outline of what it is that you need. Now, this applies to work as well. There are things on the job that may bother you that you let slide. There are things in your house with your family that you let slide. There are things that we do as parents, as spouses, as co-workers, as supervisors that often put ourselves on the back burner because we are so concerned about everyone else. And here's the kicker. We get upset, and I'm adding myself to the we. We get upset when people don't ask us how we're doing or do not ask us if we're okay. I had to think about this for a minute when it comes to me, because the few times that I have been asked if I am okay or if I need anything, I lied. I said I was fine. I said I was okay. I said I didn't need anything. So guess what happens? People in our lives, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's, in our relationships, wherever those may be, they stop asking us if we're okay. They stop asking if we need anything because the assumption is that we are good, that we are happy, because every time they ask us, we tell them that we're fine. We are not honest about what we need. We're not honest about not being okay. So they automatically believe that we're strong and we can handle everything out there that comes our way. Now, truth be told, we can handle it, but we don't always want to handle it alone. So that brings me back to, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you taking charge of those things that are not working for you? Are you taking charge of that at work? Are you taking charge of it in your relationship? Are you taking charge of these things with your children or extended family members? Until you do that, you will continue to believe that you are somewhat unhappy. You will still continue to process certain situations as negative, when the truth is, we've been letting it slide all this time. We haven't taught people how to treat us. We haven't taught people what we will and will not accept. And that is in every facet of our lives. And until we do those things, taking back our control of the things that we can control, we won't feel 100% happy. And the biggest takeaway I want you to have today is this. Let go of those things that you cannot control. Because the more you try to control them, the more out of place you feel. The more downtrodden you feel. You continue to feel as if nothing is going right. And it may not be, but those are the things you cannot control. So let those go and hold on to the things you can control and start making those changes. And let me tell you, watch your life become exactly what you want it to do. Because as you make those changes, things are going to fall away from your life. The things you don't need will exit. That job that you didn't like so much is either going to change in the direction that you want it to because you made some changes, because you took control of the things you could control, or you're going to make a plan to find your exit. This also applies to relationships. Do I advocate leaving relationships? You all know how I feel about relationships. I don't say just run when things get a little tough, but you do deserve to be as happy as the other person that you have paired yourself with. Now, when it comes to family members like your children, you set those boundaries if needed be. You teach them how to respect you and your space. You teach them, like anyone else, how you want to be treated so that everybody is as happy as the next, to include you. So what is it that you're going to do after this episode? You're going to look yourself in the mirror and you are going to start taking control of those things that you can control. You are going to move in a direction that makes you happy. And remember, it's okay to think about yourself sometimes. Us givers don't always do that. We don't always think about ourselves because we want so much for everyone else. But remember that if you can't be there for you and you get down and out, you most certainly cannot be there for anyone else. So you're leaving here today with this. You are going to get your happiness. I don't know about you, but I'm going to get mine. And before I go, I need you to know that the website is up. drtammyterrell.com. It's up. Check my social media. You can find it there. I'll shoot some links out for everyone else. But in the meantime, in between time, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Much love. Much, much, much love.